So the customer says it only charges if you bend the cord just right. This is the Predator Helios 300 gaming laptop. This machine is very high performance with a very high power draw. So when the charging acts weird, people usually blame it on the battery. But the battery was not the issue. The charging light would blink on and off when you wiggle the cord, so it's a pretty good indicator that it's the DC jack. One of the telltale signs is the looseness at this jack here. And even when it's plugged in, when you wiggle it every so often, you'll get the light that lights up internally. So we're going to go ahead and get this machine taken apart. And yes, it's a Ryobi. This Ryobi has been doing repairs longer than most techs have been alive. So now that we have all the screws out, we're going to use our little slimline tool just to go around the machine and pop open all these little tabs so that we can get this bottom cover taken off. Unfortunately, this is going to be a soldered on type of DC jack. The vendor information that I got said that this was a plug and play type, but apparently the information was incorrect. So I'm gonna have to call the customer and let them know that we're gonna have to order a different part and get this thing unsoldered and resoldered. So you might be wondering, what's the difference between a plug-in DC jack and a solder-on DC jack? And I'm going to show you. So this is your plug-in type of DC jack, where it actually just has a plug-in connector that you connect up to the motherboard. And that is a soldered-on DC jack, where it's actually soldered to the motherboard, and we've got to get the entire board out in order to replace that DC jack. All right, on this Predator Helios, we finally got the DC jack unsoldered out of that spot. We got to get this new one put into that spot and then get it all resoldered back into there. But that's half the battle, getting the old guy out. But there you go, this one's out. All right, so we got the old DC jack out. That's the old jack there. We got the new one in. We are plugged in, and we're going to give it one final test before we go screwing everything all back together. Because nothing's worse than putting it all back together to find out something doesn't work, to have to take it apart. So we're going to run it through a test to make sure that everything is good to go, and then we'll go ahead and put everything all back together. Good news is we do have a power charging light, which means that it is getting power from the new DC jack. We're just going to go ahead and turn this guy on and make sure that it does boot. And as long as everything boots okay, we'll put the bottom cover on and get this thing out the door. And it does look like everything is good. This Predator Helios laptop is up and running with a new DC jack, so we're going to be able to get this one out the door as soon as we get the bottom cover put back on.